I'm your host, Eric Crow Draven. It's official. Welcome to the Cipher. Welcome. I've been expecting you. I have. To whom it may concern, they say life is about choices. When you want better, you put yourself in a position to do better. You see, I come from a place where those who look like me don't often make it past their 18th birthday alive or without a jail record. Maybe I shouldn't be writing this, but music, the streets, and sports, we look as a way out of our poverty. Dysfunctional families, failing public education system with uninspired teachers and invisible role models. Experience builds character. It is the windows to my past that reminds me of who I was and where I'm from compared to who I am, what I've accomplished. See, at this point,
Let's take it to the streets. Take it to the streets.
So my first question for you is, what is poetry?
Poetry is love. Love of words, love of life, love of feeling, just love. Love of who you are, love of what you do, love of everything.
Okay.
Poetry is a state of mind. It's more than just words and stanzas on paper. It's a way you reflect yourself through verbally and through lyrically expression. What I'm trying to say is, if you want to beat up somebody, you want to get frustrated on time, you don't have to fight your way to the battles. You can put that frustration into a paper in words. Let the people know how you feel by expressing yourself through spoken word.
What is poetry to me? Poetry is poetry. Poetry is an art form of words being put together, and I frequent them at times to see the colored people. I mean, all colored people, white, black, Hispanic, Chinese.
Hispanic,
yeah,
Chinese.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I didn't want to give their colors because that would be racist. So I didn't want to give them colors.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an art form of words that I appreciate. I used to write back in the days in the 2000s, a lot of horrible crap. So, but I'll go and I'll listen to it, and I've gone to a few where I've actually cried. Yes, I have cried. So I like poetry. It's good.
Okay.
People should listen to it sometimes. I mean, I don't know how thugged out you're gonna be listening to poetry, but
You know what?
you know, like when a thug hugs, a girl. Is that really a thug move right there? The Rock, is that a thug move right there? No, that's not a thug move right there. Is waving bye-bye, is that a thug move? No, that's not. But I mean, anyway, but poetry is for everybody. It's for everybody. Okay. I'm sorry, that was question one.
Do you?
Question.
I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind when I say these next couple of words, all right? Sex. That's the part where you're supposed to...
Sorry.
Sorry.
Love me like no other. Let me breathe your breath for you. Taste you till I cannot. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. See? That's supposed to be one word.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright, I see where this is going.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, one word answer.
Oh, sorry, one word answer. One word. You talking to a poet, don't forget.
No doubt.
All right.
Poverty.
Ashamed.
Survivor.
Of the fittest.
Education.
Needed.
Streets.
Hard.
Children.
Life.
Tomorrow.
Today.
First word is sex.
Sex. Let me see. Sex, lust,
Okay. Religion,
faith,
education,
knowledge,
poverty,
famine,
and Floyd.
in Florida. That's a tough one. I would say common sense, that's all.
Okay. All right. Sex.
Titties. Love me some titties. Sorry. Exactly. Everybody love titties. Everybody loves them. Women love their titties because it gets them free drinks. So they love their titties, and I love them too for them. Especially when it's cold out. Oh, sorry. Continue. Sorry.
Okay, let me say the word. Religion.
My mama.
Hold on. I said poverty. You said what?
Me. Me. I can only. It starts here with me. Poverty is me.
Flawed.
Me. It's like a question. A. Question. I'm sorry.
If you had a favorite style of poetry, meaning, better yet, do you have a favorite topic?
Personally, I like sex.
Okay.
I think I found about 50 different ways to say I want to fuck you without saying I want to fuck you, which is the most fun. Yeah, sex.
Something that has titties in it is always great. Titties and nipples. Sometimes they bring clit into it. That's fine too.
Okay.
But I guess erotica, is that how they call it? Erotica is perfectly fine, yes. Erotica is good.
You've been to a lot of different poetry shows. What do you love most about going to an open mic show?
The raw passion that sits on stage. People's hearts, lives, minds are on stage and they're willing to share. It's the most beautiful thing ever.
Okay. Now, I think the last question I'm gonna ask you. The last question I'm gonna ask you is, who is your favorite open mic host?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Favorite?
Yeah.
It would have to be Nathan P.
Okay.
Cause you know that suit, it just gets you every time. Yeah. I'm lying.
Seem to be hearing that a lot though. That's no, you lying?
I don't really have a favorite like 5 times.
Okay.
Maybe a favorite 3 times. The Real is good.
Okay.
He's like in the top 2.
Okay.
Nathan P is good. He's definitely in the top 3.
Okay.
And then me. I'm number 1. Hello. Hi. How you doing?
I hear that selfish shit.
So stuck up. You hear that?
There's only one that I know, and his name is Nathan P. Oh, Nathan Pearson.
You know what that's
That's a pretty fruity name. Nathaniel Pearson. Nathaniel.
Welcome.
Then somebody step outside. Let's do it like Cooley High.
Cooley High. You know what?
Listen. I don't know what I'm supposed to be
Okay,
doing.
you gonna stand right here?
Okay, I'm right here.
So you don't block
this, right?
nobody?
Okay.
Let's get it.
What you say? Go, huh?
Welcome to the Cipher, gentlemen. Let's go.
My teacher puts his hand on his forehead and holds it up as the elbow leans forward on the desk. I take a sheet out and spread my thoughts right across the sheet because words ain't just words, they're things we're imagining. But if we dot the king of our children, but tell him to stop dreaming, cause Nat Turner's in the background talking to me about Newton. More shots at empty dark holes than seeming, cause Che Guevara screaming la revolution while Patrice Lumumba is taking a beating. Tupac is signed because his own people won't come to his defenses. Billie Holiday's strange fruits has a bite mark in the Garden of Eden as August Wilson takes down his fences. If I was a poet, I'd take my glasses off and allow you to see through my lenses. Then maybe we'd all share the same census and boycott the census and serve the same life sentence. If I was a poet. Woo!
Babies are being sterilized in female camps. Who would tell the president, Mr. President, I got 15 million HIV-infected orphans in my veins. AIDS patients like staged hunger pains. Call it third world sanctions. Ghetto infantilism, I deferred hues like Langston. Like forced abortions. Like pregnant homeless mothers giving birth to unwanted abortions. Black males like Somalian orphans. Let's kill them before they grow. Malthusian's theory. Depopulate the population. Let's kill them niggas before they grow.
Get 'em, man. Wars are expensive because peace is not profitable. Weapons sell, therefore weapons cost. You see, it's all economical. When it's over, you still have your haves, they're a chosen few, while the rest of us, well, we're classified expendable. Poison use with distorted dreams and goals, looking as an ultimate achievement the acquirement of platinum, diamonds, and gold. Not realizing those chains are causing a stranglehold around some mother and her child's neck. Back in Sierra Leone. Youngest challenged me. They say, S, you sounding old. I just listened to when I was being told of how oppressed people could never truly be free so long as their oppressors continues to hold the keys to freedom and justice, to life and liberty. I quiver when I think it could have been me. Coming out of that bar in Queens, or standing in that building lobby in the Bronx. The police department is really sick. I believe they say the cops suffer from contagious firing, which in turn causes my brother to suffer from contagious dying. And I don't trust politicians because they suffer from bodacious lying. The true weapons of mass destruction are located somewhere in Washington. Peace and freedom are contingent upon bills, laws, and amendments, covered up in filibusters while they're storing missiles under the Vatican. They will have us believe we must watch out for those other countries because they may do us harm. But tell me, who was the first to drop the atomic bomb? Vietnam's still lingering, Japan's never forgotten, Korea's popping shit. I'm telling you, that whole side is plotting.
I spit. I spit to tell the story for the dude up north scared to speak, out of fear that he may get raped again or beat. I spit to tell the story of little Corey. Mama's a fiend, daddy's a star runner on the I Ain't Shit track team, and in the midst of all of this, he got a little brother that he got to convince. Follow your dreams. Pay no attention to the nightmares. I spit because it's therapy for me, keeping the beast calm within me. Lyrical paranormal activity. See, I've seen horrors that still bother my tomorrows. Dealt with pain so thick I still taste that shit. So in time, I've learned that verses are more accepted than screams. I spit to create pictures. I spit to create urban scriptures. Left-handed thinking in the book of reality. Want to know about the Sphinx in Egypt? Shit, I don't know. But if you want to know how cold it gets for an HIV addict with no soul, come holla at me. I spit when I hear whack shit because it gets me heated. I spit because I feel like fuck it, it's needed. No fantasies here, my dear. I keep my shit simple and clear. I spit to take your mind off all the bullshit you gotta go through out there. I spit for Brown, Crow, Cass, Lady K, the production, the motherfuckers that made me the problem I am today. I spit for Untamed Talent, of Creed, Team TDP, and the rest of my poetic family. So every time I touch a mic, y'all on stage with me. I spit because I know that this is a gift God sent, so like Beyonce's GYN, shit, I love my job. And I know I fuck it up for some of y'all too when y'all see me come through. So the thought of fucking it up for y'all pussies makes my dick hard. Untamed Talent.
Yeah. What's this?
Unfucking tame, baby.
Cozy.
Today, I come before you, product of my past, outliving many of my failures and my elders. Let today be the testimony of persistence and faith.
So my first question that I'm gonna ask you is, what impact did the presence or absence of your father have on your journey?
My father was present until he died when I was 11 of lung cancer. And his presence had a great impact on me because out of all my siblings, me and my father looked the most alike. And we had the most similarities. He was a singer also like me. We had the same hair texture, the same features. So when he passed away, that really had a deep impact on me. And that's when I really started writing heavily because I felt like that was my outlet to express how I was feeling about him and about his loss and him not being in my life.
Talked about writing. I think writing probably is, well, in my mind, is part of the heart of being a poet, being a great writer, being a great artist. With that being said, with becoming such a great artist, what would you say poetry has done for you?
I feel like poetry has allowed me to grow as an artist, and it has allowed me to find new ways of expressing myself and to challenge myself. Because I'm the type of person, I like to look at different ways of writing. I like to continue to grow, and I'm always reading different poets also. So I feel like poetry has allowed me to grow and allowed me to find different ways of expressing myself.
Okay. If your life was a reality show, what would it be called, and what would we see?
Wow. My life was a reality show. What would it be called and what would you see?
I'm gonna rotate because this one is starting to kick all my ass, and I only got, well, I won't say that on camera, but I'll make sure that.
Should I be rotating?
Yeah, you can rotate.
Okay.
You can rotate. You're like, I don't know what to do.
I confused you
There you go.
with a special camera thing. Wow, that's a tough one. I guess it would be called A Lyric Inside Out. And you would see that I drink a lot of coffee and I rarely sleep.
Sounds familiar except for
Yes.
the coffee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's illegal, isn't it?
What's that?
Coffee?
Illegal?
No, I was thinking of some other drug. My bad. So, we wear many different hats in our lives. What hat would you say has been the most rewarding thus far, and why?
I would say being an aunt. I have 8 nieces and nephews, and I get to be an imprint on their lives. Like, they see me following my dreams. They see me going hard after acting, poetry, singing, and I see them inspired. I see them wanting to do those things. I see them wanting to try those things and see if they're good at it. And for me, that is the most rewarding thing, because my mom always pushed us when we were younger, me and my siblings. Anything that we wanted to do, she at least let us try it. If she had to work 2 jobs to get us to do it, she did that. Whatever it was, she made sure that we got an opportunity to follow our dreams. So I love seeing the light up in their eyes when they see me perform, or if they hear me on like a talk show or anything that I'm doing. I just see them get inspired and want to try it, and that's very fulfilling for me.
Nice. With that being said, how would you like to be remembered? If today was your last day, how would you like to be remembered?
I'd like to be remembered as an artist that performed with all her heart. I take a lot of pride in my performances, and I take a lot of time to put together my performances, and I always try to tell a story and have an impact, even if it's on one person. And so I'd like to be remembered as somebody who left a heart on the stage and that made an impact in any way.
Excellent. With all of your accolades, what would you say is the most expensive thing you've ever given away for free?
The most expensive thing I've given away
For free.
for free.
Yes, these are meant to be hard.
I think as artists, we give away our talent. We give away our art for free more than half the time. To be a performance artist in New York City, it's like 1 in a million. And it's a challenge to get paid for every event and every show. So yeah, I think a lot of times we give away our art, and in doing so we give away a piece of ourselves.
Indeed. I agree.
Yeah.
If you could describe happy, could you tell me what happy looks like, what happy tastes like, and what happy feels like?
I could describe happy. Happy looks like the clouds moving after a storm and the sun peeking out like over a horizon, and that ray of light that just comes like right after the cloud part. That's what happy looks like to me.
Okay.
Happy would taste like a mango in the beginning of summer.
Nice.
Like with the juices dripping down your mouth and both your hands drenched in mango juice. Yeah.
Nice.
And what's the other one?
Taste. So look like, taste like, feel like.
Happy would feel like the ocean. Like an ocean wave just hitting you. Like on a hot day, 95 degrees. An ocean wave just coming, just drenching you.
I'll be scared of that one because I can't swim.
Not.
So I'll.
or sprinklers. Maybe
Sprinklers.
Sprinklers. 95 degrees sprinklers.
I can do sprinklers. I can do sprinklers. Johnny Pump. Oh my goodness. If you could delete someone from your journey, who would it be? Who would you replace them with, and why?
All right, I'm gonna be corny. I wouldn't delete anybody. I wouldn't delete anybody.
Why not?
Because I just feel like everyone that's been put there has been put there for a reason, and they helped me get here. And here is where I want to be. So I wouldn't. I feel like you alter too many things when you try to go back and think about changing the past. Like you can't change it. So I don't even try to put energy into thinking about that. I wouldn't delete anyone.
If you had an opportunity to speak to the next generation coming up, what would you say to them? What would be your encouraging words?
I would say to them, don't believe what you're told about yourselves. I would say to them, follow your dreams wholeheartedly. Never give up on them. Never let anybody kill them. Because I feel like that's something that happens way too often to our youth. And to follow their heart's passion. Never give up on it.
I like that. Okay. I may have to borrow that and give you copyrights on that one. This is one of my favorite questions.
Okay.
They say that movies give insight to the way that we view the world and ourselves. So with that being said, do you have a favorite movie and why?
I do have a favorite movie. It's not my all-time favorite, but it's one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a serious one because I love comedies.
Okay.
So I'll go with the serious one for all intents and purposes. One of my favorite movies is Armageddon. And the reason it's one of my favorite movies is because it shows like the ultimate sacrifice. And I feel like as artists, we sacrifice ourselves a lot. Anyone who puts themselves out in the forefront to tell the truth, their truth, the truth that they believe to be true, I feel like they're making a sacrifice of themselves because you put yourself out there. And anytime you put yourself out there, you're exposing yourself to ridicule and to all different other things. So, yeah, Armageddon is.
I thought you was gonna say like Cat Williams, pimping or something. So okay, you said comedy. So when you said that, pimping. Okay.
No, I said I'm not gonna go with the comedy side.
Pimping. All right.
Wow.
That is true. What does the future look like for you?
The future, I'm currently working on an album which is going to be released in 2 weeks. It's called A Lyric, Your Ears Will Thank You Later. And after that, I'm going to be working, because this album's an EP, so after this, I'm going to be working on a full album. And hopefully I'll be performing and touring all over the U.S. Hopefully I'd like to travel to the UK and perform and tour. And I'm going to be publishing another chapbook at the end of this year. Yes, so the future looks very busy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I think that the piece about you saying how you don't sleep, lots of coffee, no sleep, just talk about what that work ethic is like, because a lot of people see the results when people become famous and really don't know what it takes to really go through that process of putting in the work to get there. So like, how would you, talk about that.
It's a grind. If you really want this, you have to be willing to put in the work. And there's no way you're gonna get it otherwise. There's no shortcut. There's no way around it. I miss sleep. I drink my coffee because I love it. I love it with my whole heart, and I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. And I know to do that, I have to put in those hours, because there is no team. You know how some people have an entourage, they have a team working with them, they got management. I'm my team. So I have to put in the hours of marketing, of the manager, booking, of writing, of performing, memorizing, of setting up venues, of talking to promoters. That's on me. So it's a grind. It really is a grind. And then you also have to continue to grow. You never want to be in one place and stay in that same place. You always want to be moving forward and growing as an artist. So you always have to stay on top of what's going on and stay current. And so that's really the grind for me. And I feel like if you want it, you have to be willing to grind. You have to be willing to put in those hours, and you can't look for shortcuts.
True. Very true. Thank you so much for your time, sister.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime.
My last rites. My yesterdays has given me hope for today. It's Crow. What else would you
I see you in the future.
Take it away. So I say, fight for what's yours, don't you run away. With every sunrise, there'll be rainy days. Don't build your house with straw, 'cause they'll get washed away. I've seen it all before.